All right, looks like we got camera 1 working. That's good. Camera 2, good to go. And away we go. So hi, welcome to Trent's Kitchen. And we're going to get cooking here in a minute. Well, not really cooking because we're not going to actually use any heat. But before we do that, let's do a startling transformation, shall we? I'm just going to take off my mic. I used to teach at the University of Guelph in the School of Hospitality, Food, and Tourism Management. And when I was there, I got a chef's coat. I'm not actually a chef, nor do I play one on TV, but you know, it's kind of handy for around the kitchen making messes and so on. Plus it's handsome, it's got my name on it. So put the chef coat on. And normally I teach in the black beanie and the black shirt, but we'll go full white beanie and white chef's coat today. And plug the old microphone back in. There we go. So, hi, welcome, and away we go. We're going to make some lemonade. So I have a cutting board, and we will do some cutting of lemons here in a minute or two. This recipe is called Old Fashioned Lemonade. It comes from allrecipes.com, and it is pretty simple. 6 lemons, 1 cup of white sugar, 6 cups of cold water, stir, and you have lemonade. Before we actually make the lemonade and cut up these lemons, let's think about where these lemons come from. So these lemons, these ones, came from a store, which is way down on this end of the supply chain. They were actually grown in South Africa. So some farmer somewhere grows the lemons and then maybe sells them to a farm cooperative. And then they're picked up by a wholesaler, and then they're put on a ship or a plane. Probably not a plane, they're too heavy and low value. And then they end up with you know, a food conglomerate. I bought mine at Real Canadian Superstore, which is part of the Loblaws empire. And Loblaws has a number of banners within that. So Real Canadian Superstore is one, Loblaws stores. And then finally, it comes to the retailer. So we have farmers down on one end, we have retailers on the other end, and we have a number of value-added stages along the way. So value add could be aggregating all of the oranges together into large pallets and shipping. Value add could be actually shipping. Value add could be taking those bulk oranges, lemons, taking those bulk lemons and splitting them up into smaller cases, putting them onto trucks to go to individual stores, and then value add. The retail is I can buy 1 lemon. I don't have to buy a caseload or a truckload, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of value chain 101. The reason I introduced this value chain is think about all of these pieces and how they all fit together, and where does information systems and web-enabled applications come into play. So the retailer doesn't directly communicate with the farmer. They don't say, we anticipate so much demand in September, could you get us this many lemons? You know, and so they figure out how many to plant and so on in the fall. There is information flowing back and forth about pricing and availability, and there's probably weather information, because if you're, you know, shipping lemons from South Africa into Canada, the United States, I think there's like 6 hurricanes going on right now in the Gulf. So there's all kinds of information flowing. There's money flowing. Does the farmer get paid after I buy the lemon at the store? No, he probably gets paid, or she gets paid when the lemons are, you know, first put together with the co-ops and so on, and everybody along the way. So just like that naive business model where we had products and information and data flowing, and cash going, we have the same thing going on here with the lemons. Okay, we're ready to make the lemonade. So let me get my incredible hardware together and show you what we're going to do. So let me just get the lemons out of the way. Grab my cutting board, being careful not to pull my microphone and everything else off the table. So lemons, lemon squeezer, knife. And I have a pitcher that I'm going to squeeze the lemons into. Now, normally when I do this demonstration, I do this in a class, and I've done this in a class of 600 people. And I have a cart that I roll in, and I do this on the cart. And of course, when I'm doing that, I actually have some personal protective equipment. I have a, proper gloves. Everything's been sterilized. But since this lemonade is going to be for me at home and not served to students, especially in these pandemic times, I'm not really worried about it. My cutting board's clean, my hands are clean, and away we go. So you're probably wondering, why is he rolling the lemon? In fact, the reason is that if you roll the lemons, you'll get more juice out of them. So we're just going to roll them a little bit, and then we're going to cut them in half. There we go. Juice the lemon. This juicer's nice. It's got a little tab insert, so you can use it for limes and lemons. Okay, put the lemon in there, squeeze it. I'll probably fast forward this part of the video because once you've seen one lemon getting squeezed, it's pretty much the same for every other lemon. All right, we're down to the last lemon. So just give it a little roll here. I'm glad I got my old computer on the counter here because I didn't realize that this lemon juicer actually sprays lemon juice quite a distance. And that lemon looks a little bit dodgy. Not sure what that pink stuff is in there. Let me just cut it and see what it looks like inside. It looks like it's just a couple of little dried out lemon cells. Anyways, there were no other bloopers as this was going along. So, having said that, this will probably be the blooper right on the last lemon. Get that done. And finally, the last lemon. So this is nice lemonade you can have on the last day of summer here. And like I said, fall's coming up. Tuesday morning, 6:30. And you have great smelling garbage. So juicer that. Let me just add the sugar here. Where's a good camera angle? There really isn't one. It's sugar going into a pitcher. How exciting is that? And now I'll do the 6 cups of water. 1 cup of water. 2 cups of water. Now normally when I do this in a class, 3, I also talk about the marketing aspects of this lemonade. 4, how much should I charge for glasses of lemonade delivered to classes? 5, should I bottle it because that's a different product than having it served up fresh? Should I deliver? All of those kinds of things. All right. So that was probably a really exciting video to watch and stir it up. So there you have it. Prof. Tucker's amazing old-fashioned lemonade, and that's OLD, oldie-fashioned lemonade. And let me just try a little sip here, see how it's tasting. Oh, that's good stuff. Nice sugar brush for the rest of the videos that I'll be making this evening. Okay, thanks. Fade to black.